Do any of you guys use a diary? Oh, I couldn't stand Manny today. She's such a bitch. When a YouTuber does it, it's way worse. Instead of expressing themselves on paper, they express themselves on video. It's kind of the exact opposite of keeping this stuff private, you know what I mean? Everybody deals with stuff in their life. It's completely normal. But what isn't normal is using YouTube as a diary for this stuff, especially at the expense of the people in your life. The YouTuber that everybody associates this kind of behavior with is obviously Onision.
Vegetarian body!
But there's someone else. This guy, he's kind of crazy. This guy's YouTube username is hiding in my room, and his real name is Daniel. This guy has got to be one of the most pessimistic and irritable YouTubers out there. The first video that we're going to be looking at on this guy's channel is called My Worst Ever Tinder Experience. And upon seeing this title, as a viewer, you would think, hey, something crazy must have happened. If he's going to go out of his way to make a 14-minute video, something nuts must have happened to him.
Are you fine?
Yeah.
You're fine then.
Are you fucking retarded?
Like he must have gotten catfished. Maybe the girl puked on him while they were eating. Who knows? It could be anything. But what actually happened is that he didn't get to have sex with this girl.
She said she didn't want to do it on the first date. If you had no intention of doing it on the first date, then why did you say yes to coming to a hotel with me?
And he takes this as a personal affront. As soon as she accepted the invitation to go to a hotel with him, that means that like sex was in stone. Like she had no say in what happened. If that isn't the most entitled thing I've ever heard in my life, I don't know what is. It's just kind of sad, you know? Oh, she should have had sex with me. She said she would go to a hotel. Don't hotels mean sex? He compares it to going to a restaurant and not being fed.
It's kind of like taking a starving man to a restaurant and then telling him, no, actually, you can't have anything to eat.
I do appreciate how honest this guy is. He's very upfront with his feelings, and that's admirable, because I feel like a lot of YouTubers are fake. And I find him very entertaining for this reason. He's very raw with his delivery, and he just lets it all out there. But at the same time, he's kind of rude. He doesn't think about other people's feelings very often. He thinks about his own feelings, and then he's like, oh, well, I feel this way. Gotta put it on blast. Gotta put it on YouTube for thousands of people to see. So here's a video called, I Found Something Messed Up on My Girlfriend's Phone. So he went snooping through his girlfriend's phone, which automatically is kind of weird. Obviously, it's not a great relationship to begin with if you feel the need to do that. If you don't trust her, why are you with her? What kind of girl would be into a guy that like snoops on their stuff while they're not looking and then makes a video about it later? This guy is monetizing his life. That's not healthy, because then in future relationships, these people aren't gonna trust you, you know? They're gonna feel like, oh, well, if I ever do anything wrong, this guy's gonna make a video on it and then everyone's gonna hate me online. But it gets way worse than this video. Just wait, okay? Here's a video called My Terrible Japanese Homestay Experience. So in this video, he blatantly makes fun of the looks of a Japanese exchange student that lived at his place for a while.
The next day, we picked her up from my sister's school and she came to our house. She was this typical looking Japanese girl. She had a nice slim figure and long black hair, so from behind she looked quite attractive. But when she turned around, her face was kind of meh. It kind of looked like a Werther's original that had been left out in the sun and had started to melt.
A melted Werther's original. But then, strangely, he said that he immediately wanted to be her boyfriend.
But at the time, I had this huge Japanese girl fetish, and I still thought she was very attractive. And the moment I saw her, I wanted her to become my girlfriend straight away.
And in this video, he describes these creepy moments where she's like on his computer and he's looking at her from behind, like, you know, drooling, like thinking about her, like, oh my god, yes, I want to be with you.
She did come up to my room a few times to use my computer, which I really enjoyed. She sat down on this chair behind me. When she was on the computer, I used to stand behind her and admire the shape of her body. She had such a nice feminine shape, and she had such nice long, sleek black hair. I wanted to touch it so much.
And then he says something really weird. He says he likes it when Japanese girls fall asleep on the train next to him, because when they lean their heads on his shoulder, he likes the feeling of it. And then he said that there was this one time where a girl like drooled on his shoulder and it aroused him. And he liked the smell of the saliva on his shirt. This guy's so weird.
There was this one time when this Japanese girl was sleeping on my shoulder, a complete stranger, and after she got up, I noticed there was this wet patch on my shoulder. She had drooled on my shoulder. There was saliva on my shoulder, and it was really arousing. I wasn't complaining though, I really enjoyed it, and she smelt amazing, especially the saliva.
Excuse me, the fuck did you just say?
11 minutes into this video, he says something about how he hates it when people say negative things about him behind his back.
I can't stand it when people talk about other people behind their backs in a negative way. It's such a shitty thing to do.
That's weird! Let's take a look at your channel history. Isn't that the most hypocritical thing you could say? Because not only does this guy talk shit about other people behind their back, but he does it on YouTube. So thousands upon thousands of people are going to see it.
It's such a shitty thing to do. I mean, if they found out what you've been saying, it just hurts their feelings. If you're going to do it, at least do a better job at keeping it a secret.
If you're going to do it, at least do a better job at keeping it a secret.
Yeah, like making a YouTube video. Here's another video that he made called I Find It Difficult to Care About Other People. In this video, he basically just says that he finds it difficult to care about the people that he works with because he just automatically assumes that they're boring people, that they don't share the same interests as him. And funny enough, he lists one of his interests as Star Wars. I hope you're aware, Daniel, that Star Wars has one of the largest fan bases in the world. Here's a video called My Wife Thinks I'm Cheating on Her. So his wife caught him chatting with some random girl that watches his YouTube videos online. And she asked to see the conversation, and he denied her. So obviously she's going to become suspicious. And he gets all offended, right? Like, oh, you should just trust me. If you refuse to let someone see a conversation that you're having, obviously, you're trying to hide something. If you had nothing to hide, then why would you hide it to begin with? If you have nothing to hide, then why hide it at all? And then he complains that he had to spend 2 days with her, with his wife.
That happened and all the trains stopped and she couldn't go to work. So we had to spend a second day together, which was a bit stressful for me. I feel a bit stressed out when we have to spend so much time together every day, all day long.
Why did you marry this girl if you're complaining about spending 2 days with her? You know that when you marry someone, that's kind of like an obligation to spend time with them. Like, you've signed yourself up for a lifetime with this person. You understand this, don't you? You decide to marry someone that you can't spend 2 days with? And then apparently he tells his wife that he'd like to sleep with other women. Like, that's a good idea. Even if you're experiencing those urges, try to figure out how to deal with them. Why make your wife upset over that? Why is she still married to this guy? He can't spend more than 2 days with her in a row. He wants to sleep with other women. He doesn't let her see the conversations he's having with other girls online. Doesn't seem like a very healthy relationship to me. And then at the end of this video, he starts randomly reviewing this mobile game.
Hey, and welcome to my first game review.
I guess to make it 10 minutes long so he can add mid-rolls to get more money. He does this a lot on his channel where at the end of his videos, he'll like start making some food and just film it and put that at the end because he knows his videos don't reach the 10-minute mark. So he's like, let me just record myself making some food. I mean, I don't mind it. It's better than Joey Salads. Joey Salads puts Fortnite gameplay at the end. Here's a video called Annoying Things About Having a Japanese Girlfriend. You know when you date a Japanese girl and you tell her that you have a YouTube channel, she's going to look through your videos. And then when she finds the video called Annoying Things About Having a Japanese Girlfriend, she's going to think, oh, this guy doesn't like having a Japanese girlfriend. In this video, he complains about a bunch of really dumb stuff. Like, he thinks it's annoying when Japanese girls take showers before bed instead of in the morning.
They have a shower and wash their hair before they go to sleep, which I've never really understood. It seems kind of pointless.
Like, that affects him at all. If anything, he should be grateful because then he doesn't have to wait for her to get out of the shower in the morning. He complains that a girl cracked a raw egg over rice and then mixed it together and ate it. Who cares? That's what she likes. Why does that matter? And in this video, he complains that a girl that he slept with had chlamydia and he caught it.
And because she didn't use a condom, I ended up catching chlamydia from her.
He has another video called This is the Biggest Regret of My Life. So obviously it's something crazy, right? No, not at all. In fact, it's something incredibly mundane.
The one thing that I regret most in life would be deleting the nude photos that my ex-girlfriend sent me and deleting the sex videos that I took with my ex-girlfriend.
Not to mention that his current girlfriends wouldn't like that very much. I'm assuming that they would probably be very offended by that. Also, that's kind of weird to be your biggest regret in life. This guy is so upset that he deleted the sex tapes that he took with his girlfriends from the past that he decided to make an entire video about it. He made a video called Why I Hated Having Chlamydia. Like, this guy woke up one morning, he's like, you know what? I'm gonna make a video about why I hated having chlamydia. Let's tell the entire world that I have chlamydia. And then he says in other videos that he suffers from anxiety, that he has problems with talking with people and relating to people and stuff like that. But then he's comfortable uploading videos like this.
Look at it. It's a pork chop. Can you guess how much this cost? It costs 3,000 yen, but it looks so real. Doesn't it look real? You can stick it to your fridge. It's a magnet. It's delicious.
I was under the assumption that the only people that bought fake food were parents buying them for their kids, you know, so they can use them for like their fake stovetops and stuff and their fake kitchens. But I was wrong. He even bought a fake pizza. Okay, now we're getting into the nitty gritty of his channel, right? The craziest videos this guy has ever uploaded. Here's a video called, I don't think my GF's face is attractive. I don't think my GF's face is attractive. Unbelievable. It didn't cross this guy's mind that, oh, maybe my girlfriend won't like this.
So, I want to talk about my girlfriend a bit. I'm gonna be brutally honest right now and just say it. I don't think my girlfriend is very attractive. And now that doesn't mean I don't feel attracted to her. I do feel kind of attracted to her, but I just don't think that her face is very attractive overall.
This is the stuff you write down in a diary that you keep to yourself and you never let anyone see. You stash it away and you lock it up and you throw away the key. You don't upload this shit to YouTube so everyone can watch it. 234,000 people have seen this. Unbelievable. And obviously his girlfriend of the time watched it.
I felt like the more I looked at her face and the more time I spent with her, the less I cared about what she looked like, and it felt like the bond was getting stronger between us and I was liking her more and more. I don't know, it's really confusing. I don't find her physically attractive, but I do feel attracted to her. Is that even possible? I guess a lot of people would say you shouldn't focus on looks or appearances, and personality is what counts. That's what's important.
He's like, oh, I don't really find her all that attractive, but the more time I spend with her, the more of a connection I feel. It's so weird. I thought attraction was dictated 100% by looks. Oh, this is blowing my mind.
So obviously people aren't going to look great when they're sleep deprived, but she looked so much better after she slept for a good solid 10 hours. And I think it was at that moment for the first time during the whole trip that I looked at her face and I thought to myself, hey, you don't look so bad. Actually, you look quite nice.
Hey, you're not that bad looking. Are you really that motivated to ruin your relationship with this girl? And at the end of this video, he's like, oh, I think I'd really like to see my girlfriend again. I really like her. Well, way to ruin that with this video that you just uploaded. Is anything working in here? Like, do you need someone to slap you and wake you up? What's going on, bro? Maybe you shouldn't tell the entire internet that you think that she's ugly. That would probably be a step in the right direction if you didn't do that. But anyhow, here's another video that he made called, My Girlfriend is the Most Boring Person in the World. You can't make this shit up. It's unbelievable. What is happening with this guy? Why do you feel the need to make videos like this? In this video, he talks about his Japanese girlfriend that he had at the time, that he talks to on Skype, isn't all that exciting. And that when he rambles on about things that she doesn't care about, like YouTube and his friends, she doesn't respond like she's all that interested. And it's completely fair that she doesn't care about the things that you care about. Everybody has different interests. Maybe ask her what she's interested in. See if you guys have any mutual interests. That'd be a good place to start. But YouTube is not like a big therapy session. But apparently, this guy thinks it is. So he records and uploads a video just rambling on about these relationship problems that he's going through. This is not helping your relationship, dude. Maybe it gets views because it's kind of like a mini reality show to some people out there, but it's kind of disrespectful to the people that you're dating to monetize the real problems in your life that they're going through as well. You know, it's not just you. It's not just a one-way street here. Like, it's fair enough if you upload a video of a problem that you're dealing with yourself, just yourself, because then it just falls on you. If you want to tell people about it, cool. It's when it starts involving other people that it gets kind of weird.
Sometimes I ask her things like, how was your day? How was work? But it's always the same answer. She works in a care home for old people. So it's not like exciting things are going to happen in a care home full of old people. And to be perfectly honest, I have absolutely no interest in care homes or old people or nursing in general.
And then he starts insulting her profession. She's a care worker. She looks after old people. And this guy's just spouting out on YouTube, Oh, that must be so boring. Why would anyone want to do that? As if this girl isn't gonna watch this video. Maybe he thought, oh, she doesn't speak English, so I'm in the clear. In which case, he's kind of even more of a douchebag, right? Because then he's ranting about this girl that he's dating online, hoping that she won't see the video. And then he says, oh, she's so boring. There's nothing that she wants to become good at. She doesn't want to be good at drawing. She doesn't want to learn English. God, if she doesn't want to learn the things that I want to learn, she must be so boring. All right, so the last video that we're going to be watching, and by far the worst, is called Annoying Things My Japanese Wife Does That Irritate Me. So no longer is he talking about these girlfriends that he's with. This time he's talking about his wife, you know? Someone that agreed to be with him for life. He's ranting about her on YouTube. This would be a great idea. How about I make a video about all the things that my wife does that annoys me? That will improve my relationship. Why aren't you bringing these things up with her? It seems to me like the most effective way to solve these problems is to bring them up with the person that you're having problems with. Maybe don't record a video and upload it to YouTube so all the people online can sit there and bash your wife for doing all these things that you think are annoying. I'm sure there are many things that you do that annoy your wife. One of those must be that you record videos complaining about her behind her back and then upload them to YouTube. And it's not only that, he complains about the dumbest things.
She also likes to turn the TV on in the mornings when she's getting ready for work. And I'm still sleeping, I'm still in bed, and it's kind of annoying having to listen to screaming, shouting Japanese people on TV at 8 AM in the morning, which is very early for me.
Like she touches a mirror and leaves fingerprints. Or she leaves a window open so, you know, you can hear things outside. How about you just clean the mirror, close the window so you don't hear anything outside? These things that you're complaining about are so minimal, and yet it probably only damaged your relationship making this video. I don't understand what you were trying to accomplish by doing this. Was this guy hoping that a bunch of random people online would like cheer him on and be like, yeah, I hate it when girls do that. Ah, it must suck. She leaves the dish gloves on top of the trash bin instead of where they're supposed to go. It's so annoying. He thinks it's annoying to take the stuff that she wrapped up in plastic out of the fridge and unwrap it and throw the plastic away. It almost feels like a joke, you know? Like he made this video to bait people to dislike and hate on him. But it's real! And he decided to make a video compiling all this stuff, most of which, if not all of it, is really stupid to complain about to begin with.
I can't stand it when people talk about other people behind their backs in a negative way. It's such a shitty thing to do.
But anyway, that will do it. Thank you so much for watching. Please follow me on Instagram because I don't think anybody follows me on Instagram. I have like no followers on Instagram. So follow me on Instagram if you're watching this, please. Also, go buy that special someone some alien clothing this Christmas. And thank you to all of these lovely people for supporting me on Patreon. I really appreciate it. As we watch these names scroll up, I'm gonna play a little bit of Daniel's cooking show that he uses to stretch his videos to 10 minutes long. So, let's watch it together.
Okay, so it's extremely simple to make. First, we have to cut our leek into tiny pieces, and the best way to do this is first cut the leek in half like this, and then cut it in half again, and then what we're going to do is just slice it. Basically, it's very easy, like this. You see that? Now make sure you be careful not to slice your fingers, because I don't have health insurance, and I don't know how much it would cost if I have to go to the hospital. In Japan, might be very expensive. Oh, I dropped lots on the floor, but it's okay because we can just pick them up. Okay, so we have the leek sliced up nicely, apart from this bit, which needs more slicing. Okay, next we prepare the bacon. Oh, I dropped something else. What's this? Special sachet of chemicals. So just slice up the bacon into thin strips like this. we don't want big chunks of bacon in the omelette. It's better if everything's a bit smaller. I'm not sure why. It just is, okay? Don't ask me why. Because I don't know why. Okay, now we have the bacon nicely sliced up. We need to get a bowl. And we need to mix up the eggs, scramble up the eggs, and mix everything together. So I'll be right back. Oh.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.